Hi guys, very good evening. Today we are going to cover very important test route for Denton. So many learner drivers, they fail on this particular test route. The problem is there are few lane changes which you need to pay more attention. I will try to explain you when I go there. As you know, 1 in 5 will go without navigation. So 20-minute independent driving without navigation. So what examiners they do, they will tell you to follow the signs. So this is one of the test route. I will explain you what examiner will say, which board he will say to follow, where he will tell you to stop. I will try my best to cover everything. So we just come out from the test center, Denton test center, and turn left. We are on Broadgate at the moment, and Broadgate is 30 miles per hour. You can see nothing is written on the road. So few learner drivers, they fail on this particular road as well because they drive more than 30 miles. So we are going to follow signs. There will be no navigation, and I will keep guiding you time by time. So you can see there's a big white building coming right in front of us. We're gonna go right. So whenever we are turning right, obviously we'll check center and the right mirror, then we'll signal right, then we position ourselves near center white line, and then we start slowing down. You can see there's a traffic light right in front of you. If that traffic light is red, it's mean somebody can come other side. But when this light is green, so nobody can come other side. Bear in mind, because that tunnel is like one-way system. When your light is green, no one can come other side. So you can, when you are turning right onto this particular road from Broadgate on towards Denton lane. So when you see that traffic light is green, you're alright to turn because nobody can come other side. Okay, so we are on a Denton lane at the moment. So what we're gonna do, pull up on the left. You can see there's a bus stop. So never stop, pull up on the bus stop. So pull up right after the bus stop. And make sure you are stopping time and a half length of the bus. Somewhere here, neutral, handbrake, then you will off the pedals and cancel your indicator. This is like a little hill. Technically, examiner is checking you are not stopping on a bus stop, number one, because you need to stop on legal place. Safe, convenient and legal place. And number two, examiner is checking how you moving off on the hill. This looks like straight road, but technically this is a hill. When you come here, you stop, you will feel it's like a hill start. So you need to have a very good check all blind spots, nobody coming, then indicator and move off. This is the first stop where examiner will bring you to stop. So we're gonna go next right onto Denton lane. So we're gonna check center on the right mirror again. Position near center white line, and we will come into our filter line. You can see on the road there's an arrow, and then we're going to turn just before the arrow. If you go on the arrow, they're going to be quite wider. So we are on a Denton lane. Denton lane is 30 miles per hour, but as soon as you're coming closer to the traffic light because of the school, you just need to have 20 miles because 20 will be written on the road as well. So you need to be very careful. You will not carry on 30 miles. There's a very similar test route I have already uploaded, but this is absolutely different, and to me it's not easy. So better to watch this video 2-3 times to figure out which lane you need to keep into. So anyway, here examiner may tell you to pull up. So for example, he will say pull up on the left behind this parked car. So I'm checking mirrors, signal left, and stopping behind this parked car this much closer. He will check your angle start. If there's any driveway, he will say ignore the driveway. Now he will give you the pitch. When you come here to stop, examiner will say okay, about 300 yards at the light you will see the directional board. I want you to follow the sign for Manchester City Centre. He can say follow the sign for Rochdale, but most of the time he will say follow the sign for Manchester. Today we are going to follow the sign for Manchester. Okay, so we're going to move off from here again. So be careful while checking all blind spots and then move off. So we are checking, we are going to follow the sign for Manchester City Centre. So there's a queue ahead. I'm going to ease off my gas. I will let my car roll. Examiner will mark me on eco driving. So Manchester City Centre was right, so I'm turning right here. This is the place where most of the learner drivers, they fail straight away. So when we are turning right here, you can see where this Laundry's garage is, BP garage, Laundry's shop. There are two lines, you can see two lines, and they will split into three. So most of the learner drivers, they don't come to the left line, they keep going in a middle lane. So check mirror, just touch signal, come back in your left lane behind this BMW. Most of the learner drivers, they don't come in this lane, they keep their car in the middle lane, which is where the white VW you can see at the moment. So for example, if you're in that lane, but after the traffic light, just check mirror and come back to the left lane, examiner will ignore that. But most of the learners, they fail because when they come back from right lane to left lane, they don't check mirror and then they fail changing lane direction. So this is the first hook where you have a chance to fail. So be careful on this particular place. You need to keep your car left hand lane. That is why in every video I mention, when 2 lane, 3 lane, 4 lane going straight ahead, yours is always left. So keep your car left hand lane. So we were following sign for Manchester City Centre. When you're coming here where the Costco is on your right hand side onto Broadway, you will see there's a directional board right in front of you. Examiner will mention you here, okay, now you are following sign for Hollingwood. So you can see on the second position, on top is Manchester City Centre, and the white and black is written Hollingwood. Hollingwood is left. So check mirror, signal left and come back to left lane nicely. You can see the filter light is green, so I am alright to carry on. I hope you understand how you following sign for Hollingwood. So when we are turning left here, that is another hook. Okay, so this is 1 lane at the moment and 40 miles, bear in mind. This is 40 miles. And then you can see there are a few vans right in front of you. So we are on a simple way at the moment. So these lines are splitting into 2 again. So you need to check mirror, just touch indicator, come back to left hand lane again. So don't carry on in right hand lane. These lane change makes so many learner drivers fail. So you need to be very careful. So remember, we are following sign for Hollingwood. After that traffic light, you can see Hollingwood is written left. So we're gonna go left where the Morrison is on your right hand side. So he can take you Manchester City Centre as well here if you want. But Manchester City Centre is right hand side. You will keep your car right hand side in case if he's taking you towards Manchester City Centre. But because he's taking you Hollingwood side, so Hollingwood is left. So we'll check mirror, signal left. You will come back into your filter lane here again. And then you're gonna stop when this white line disappears anywhere here. Okay, so there is another little change, so I will guide you that as well. So we are just turning left from Semple Way onto Hollingwood Avenue, and we will follow the ambulance. And Morrison is on our right hand side at the moment. So because examiner told you to follow the sign for Hollingwood, so Hollingwood, we're going towards Hollingwood at the moment. Are we keeping our car left hand lane? That is where examiner may tell you to move over to the right hand lane and follow the sign for Oldham South, or either he may say because there's no sign for Hollingwood, or follow the sign for Oldham South. So obviously you will move from this lane into middle lane. I will guide you when we go there. So right in front of you, you can see on left hand side is a board. It is written Manchester City Centre is right and Oldham South is right. I can see black arrow as well. I can read. It's not easy to read. I can read because I know the area. But if you don't know the area, obviously you won't be able to read this far. So you can read it from like somewhere here, you can read now. So I can see Manchester City Centre. So what I will do, I will move over to the right hand lane. And this lane will split into two again. I will keep left hand lane. So look on the road. This road split into four. Two going towards Oldham left and two going Oldham South right and Manchester City Centre. So you're going to keep your car second lane which is going towards right. So we don't need indication here because you can't go straight. You can see straight is no entry. So we are following sign for Oldham South or Hollingwood. Because there's no sign for Hollingwood, so examiner will mention you go right at the lights or follow the sign for Oldham South. So you can see now how many times we have changed the lane. That is where learner drivers, they go confused and they make mistake and then they fail on change lane direction. Better to watch this video 2-3 times and then come out for the practice. So we're gonna go a little bit wider here and end up in a left hand lane. You can see Oldham South is written left. You can see board on your left hand corner. So we're gonna check mirrors, signal left, and we'll come back into service lane, into our filter lane, which is going towards Hollingwood Cemetery, Crematorium and Oldham South. So we are turning left. There will be a roundabout. We're going to take second exit as we're going towards Hollingwood or Oldham South. Always priority to the right. It's quite open junction. I can see clearly nobody coming. So I'm going to keep my car left hand lane here. Signal left, I'll come down. We are on a Hawthorn Road at the moment, and you can see welcome to Hollingwood on your left hand side. There are so many lane changes here, so I will guide you. So we're gonna go next left now. Examiner may say take next left. So we're gonna go next left here. So be careful when you are turning left onto this school road. This very tight junction. I will advise you to go first gear and go nice and easy. Expect somebody coming other side because always both side cars parked. You need to keep your car meter away from both sides. And go nice and steady. Take it like a 20-mile zone. This is 20-mile zone technically. So keep going nice and steady. I can see one Toyota coming other side, so I'm gonna pull up just anywhere here near center white line. If there's no center white line, you will pretend there's a center white line. Whenever you're given way to oncoming traffic, don't go quite in, otherwise driver behind will take your place. Thank you very much, gentlemen. He's making room for me. Thank you very much. Okay, so when you are following this road, examiner may say follow the sign for Manchester City Centre again. So you can see right in front of you, board is there on your left hand side, Oldham written right and Manchester City Centre is written, Manchester A62 is written left. So we're gonna go left at the lights. So we're gonna signal after this little bend, nice and steady. So we are turning left here because Manchester is left. So this is very technical. When we are turning left here, after 200-300 yards, you will see there's a directional board on your left hand side. It's going to be quite big board. And numbers are written, and examiner may say follow the sign for Cheddarton. So obviously Cheddarton is right. So we'll go right. So I will show you how you need to move over. This is not easy. So we are coming back onto Manchester Road, turning left here. So obviously we're going to end up in left-hand lane. You can see there's a traffic light right in front of you, in front of you where this decorating center is. After this decorating center, you will see a board on your left-hand side. And examiner may mention you follow the sign for Chedderton. You can see Chedderton, white and black is written there. So Chedderton is right. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. I need to move over to the right-hand lane here. So I will hold myself here. I will leave my indication on, and then I will move again one more time in middle lane here. So you can see that I'm going to slow down just to show you off. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 lane going straight, and you're gonna go right because you're going Manchester, Chedderton. So these 2 left lane going Chedderton. So you will always keep your car left-hand lane. When 2 lane going right, you keep your car left-hand lane always, unless you're going right and right. So we don't need indication here because we are turning right from our own lane. So these 2 lane going right only, so we don't need indication. If you are given indication, examiner will not mind it, but it is alright not to give indication. I don't advise my pupil to give indication here because when you are given indication from left-hand lane, people right-hand side, they think you are coming that lane. So that is why I don't give myself. So we are back on Bower Lane at the moment, going towards Hollingwood Avenue side, and Morrison is on our left-hand side. So we are still following sign for Manchester City Centre. We were following sign for Manchester City Centre, and then we're following sign for Chedderton. Now here, most probably examiner may say, okay, your independent driving finish, I will guide you. Either your independent driving may finish here, or either little bit more further, because he will take you for 20 minutes. So we are on a Hollingwood Avenue at the moment. Morrison is on our left-hand side. When you are coming here for practice, go into Morrison car park and do very good practice for your bay parking. That is where examiner can take you as well. Bear in mind this Hollingwood Avenue is 40 miles. Okay, if he say carry on following sign for Chedderton, so Chedderton is right, so you need to move over to the right hand lane. But 99% chances he will say follow the sign for Manchester City Centre, which is straight, if your independent driving is not finished yet. But hopefully your independence driving will finish here. Okay, now your independent driving finished. Examiner say I will guide you. So we're gonna go next left. We are on a Hollingwood Avenue and turning left. Be careful, you need to be very slow here when you are turning left. Always left turnings are quite tight turnings. So we are turning left onto Northfield Road from Hollingwood Avenue. Oncoming traffic can meet you right in middle, so no need to go fast when you are coming onto this Northfield Road. There is always a meeting situation, so you need to be very careful. And you can see both side car parked, and if you are already taking your position as I am taking my position in middle, and you see any car coming other side, so keep going with the confidence. If you ease off the gas, oncoming traffic may think you are making room for him, then they will come. So if you are coming with the confidence, they may stop themselves, and examiner will not penalize you obstructing them or something, because they know there's no room for you, him or you, if you are stopping. Okay, we're gonna go next right. We are on a Northfield Road at the moment. So this turning is very tight as well, so both side traffic will be parked. So we are turning right onto Hawthorn Road. So when you're turning here, you need to be very careful. There can be a meeting situation again. So you can see one more learner driver coming other side, and he has no room. So he's waiting for us. So we'll not hurry up. We go easy, nice and steady. So don't forget to stop here at this junction, because this is quite close junctions. So many learners, they fail here because they don't look. So you need to look right, look left, look right again, and then you proceed. We are still on a Hawthorn Road. And this is where examiner may tell you to pull up on the left. So be careful when you're pulling up on the left. Don't pull up in front of anybody's driveway. Okay, we're gonna go left at the end. Keeping my car meter away from these parked cars on my left hand side. It's a quite close junction. So I will stop, look right, look left, look right again for the final time before I proceed. Now I'm turning left from Hawthorn to Moston Lane East, where you can see one-stop shop on your right hand side. Go next right, about 100 yards, turning right, following this Skoda onto Nuthurst Road. Okay, this is very important. When you're coming on this Nuthurst Road, there's a park on your right hand side. There is a very much high chances examiner may tell you to pull up on the right, reverse 2 cars and rejoin the road. That's not easy because this is like a main road. So many cars coming other side, especially when traffic light is green. So we're gonna do that as well. I'm going to check center in the right mirror. I will signal right. I can see one car coming other side. So what I will do, I will stop my car here. I will let him go first, and then I will go right hand side, and I will pull up right, nice and steady. Stop, neutral, handbrake, cancel indicator, and off the pedals. When I do that, examiner will say, okay, I want you to reverse 2 cars and rejoin the road when you're comfortable. So what I will do, I will reverse my car, I will get set ready, bite point. I'm gonna check all around, mostly looking right hand side because there's a footpath, there can be a pedestrian, and there could be driveways. So I need to see that side few seconds, my apology, and then I'm gonna reverse 2 cars when nobody is around. Let this pedestrian go first before. Okay, that's approximately I done 2 cars. I'm going to neutral, first gear again, looking far ahead, looking far back, indicator left, and I'm going to rejoin the road. How you gonna rejoin the road? I'm gonna go right at the lights. We are on a Nuthurst Road at the moment and turning right onto Broadway again as we are going back to test center. And bear in mind, this junction is turning offside to offside, like I'm gonna turn behind this white van. My arrow is here, no one else is coming other side, so I'm turning right. I got the priority on this lady. So bear in mind, this Broadway is 40 miles. So we'll do 40 miles if road is clear. There are a few naughty children, so I'm gonna be just ease off the gas, let them go, and then I will proceed again. So we are on a Broadway at the moment and going back to the test center. I was thinking to upload this video from long time because I noticed there are so many people they fail on this test route. Even a few of my pupil who are very, very good, been driving long time, and they fail on this test route because there are so many change in lanes, and they can't read boards. Sometimes two boards are quite high, few boards are quite far away, you can't see proper. So I don't think one can do this test route if he has not a good practice. So you need to have a very good practice before going for the test, because you don't know that you may be going on this particular test route. So 1 in 5 will go without navigation. Navigation helps you to pass, to me, because navigation is telling you everything very well in time, and you can see blue line and white arrow where you can see easily guide. But when you're following the signs, then you need to pay a little more attention. So it's gonna be too much for you, because you are taking pressure of examiner as well, who's sitting next to you, watching like a big brother, and you need to keep into your lane as well. You need to look other road users as well, what they're doing, and you need to see the lights, and you need to read the boards. So because of these too much going on, that is what so many learners, they confuse, and then they make mistake where they fail. So better not to go for the test if you are not ready. So we're gonna go next left as we're going back to Broadgate. There's a big roundabout coming. Examiner may mention you here, go straight on the roundabout, first exit. There are 2 exits. First is no entry, and then second will be considered first, because you can't go left here. So you don't need indication. Indication just after this no entry sign, mirrors left, signal left. And you can see test center is about 200 yards on your left hand side. I hope you like this video. If there's any question, you can leave me question. I will definitely answer your question. Practice this test route. This is very much important. Thank you very much.